writing is kind of, you know, when a writer's staring out the window half the time they're working, they're not mulling over things, but you just sort of have to empty out in order to be able to take anything in. And so a lot of what it is actually just sort of like emptying out and meditating and eating well and, you know, and doing what you need to do. And, you know, you kind of mend the nets, sort of waiting for the tide to be right to go out in the boat. It's the only way I can kind of put it. What if I've held out for more? Mostly I just sort of get in a groove with my heartbeat, and a lot of it is sort of letting, you know, all the surface thoughts and stuff that you need to, you know, it's the same as meditating. You sort of have to think about your laundry and think about the fight you had with your husband that morning, or, you know, and kind of let it work its way out and then just sort of let it go and sort of then empty out. And then just the rhythm of your heart sometimes will sort of spur a little, it just sort of pops out of nowhere. I don't know, I don't know if I could spend that much time analyzing it, because it's kind of surreal. Like it doesn't, you know, I mean, it's a cliche, but it doesn't feel like you writing when it's you writing. It feels like it comes from somewhere else. I mean, I don't feel the weight of people's expectations all that much. I mean, my biggest audiences are very far from home, and so in that way, I felt just sort of free. I mean, you know, the freedom it was more in my own head. You know, I just sort of was like, well, why the hell can't I produce another artist? Why the hell can't I, you know, play in a country blues thing for a while? Why can't I play rock guitar? Took lessons even. But love got in the way. It's tiresome to do it the same way all the time. It's you know, I think anything after a while for me, I'm a little restless, I think. And so, and really confessional singer-songwriter stuff, I think requires a kind of adolescent state of being in a way that rock and roll doesn't, oddly enough. Like, I think that it requires you to, you know, get your head up your own ass all the time and think every feeling you have is huge and significant, and and you have so much you really want everybody to really know who you are, you know, and at some point, I think most writers just, you know, kind of get over that. It's like they settle down, they get married, they have normal relationships with people, they have a job that happens to be music, but it's a job, and then they sort of become writers. Don't get me wrong, you know, love songs, I still, half of my songs are love songs, at least, and they always will be, you know, some kind of love song. But, and I have great respect for a well-written love song, you know, there's nothing like it, or out of love song. But again, I think it's a function of youth too.